is Street Fighter Friday, and things just got a whole load of serious. It is week 6 of 7 in the regular season, and it's all about getting a place in the top 4 and the playoffs, because we can't just keep going on like this. Sure, it's fun, but we need to be ruthless. This is all about glory and despair.
You just stepped in the danger zone.
Nasty Nas popping off. Method back on the winning ways.
Oh, and the finger to the mouth, Shiryuken.
Here we go. Reason of one.
What we gonna do? Gonna break that heat.
One more hit. Oh, it's just the power.
This is a very, very critical match.
Gunslinger.
These guys are on fire.
Gonna break that heat.
Woo! It is indeed getting hot in here, like Nelly once sang, rapped. He sang out his little heart out, and it's safe to say I will not be taking all my clothes off. And needless to say, actually, in fact, I won't be taking off any, and neither will my 2 analysts, my experts here, Jammers, Damascus. Gentlemen, keep those clothes firmly on. But we have seen some epic results and matches tonight in our Street Fighter action. Here the results are in front of us. Prophecy getting a 4-2 victory against Method. Team Envy losing to a Reason. What a match to watch back that was. And an Endpoint getting 1 round against Epsilon's 4. That means for the standings, and it's all about, at this particular moment in time, week 6, it is about the playoffs. So you need to finish in the top 4 to get through into the playoffs and play post week 7. So Prophecy are through, Team Envy are through, Team Infused can do it if they get that win later on, and Excel hoping to get another 3 points, get a win, and then get a win next week, and then they could make it into the playoffs. Gentlemen, we've seen some fantastic action. What have you made of it all tonight?
I mean, the highlight of tonight for me is probably the one that we least expected, which was Team Reason beating Team Envious. I mean, the Dark Horses emerged victorious. They were the epitome of playing for pride. I mean, I was at a loss for words.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but it was absolutely insane.
But what was brilliant tonight, I mean, Envy getting that loss, but yet they got that point, which means that the only people that could just knock them off that spot would be Infused. But, you know, it's happened. They're through, they're in the playoffs. A man, Comps, was full of confidence. He was very salty at the end, and all he kept saying was playoffs after losing twice. Let's just remind everybody, twice.
3 times.
A lady, thank you.
He played 3 times and got the 2
I was just teeing you up for that joke, Damascus. That's all I was doing. That's all I was doing. But yeah, but Envy didn't get that win, but they are through to the playoffs, so now they can just relax a little bit.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, that was a game, not for pride, but at least to secure a position for them today. They couldn't do so. They can still grab first place next week because they're playing Prophecy in what could be the finals, basically. But underwhelming today, and I have to just give props to Team Reason because just the hunger of this team was amazing today.
Yeah, and I'm going to give them props for the fact they brought down the noisiest fans to the arena. Honestly, you missed it. But players warming up backstage, they know what's at stake right now with Infused. Nerves going through. ImStillDaDaddy back after a little a week off. He's regrouped, a little spa holiday. I don't know if it was a spa holiday, but he went on holiday with a lady. Boat cruise. There was a boat cruise.
Yeah, took his missus out for holidays. Apparently, she's been working really hard. You know, kudos to her.
Yeah.
And look, you need to get treated, everyone, every now and then by your kid.
Damn straight.
So that's how to treat your missus, everyone out there watching.
Yeah, indeed you do. And obviously, with Excel there as well, they need to get that win tonight to maintain a possibility of getting into that playoff spot as well. So they've got to have some pressure and nerves behind them.
Yeah, well, I mean, Damascus can vouch for me when I say this, but it's obviously all the time we watch, both teams need the win. But obviously, Infused needed to sit comfortably in the playoffs. They don't have to get in there just being all like scared and frightened about what's going to happen. But Excel, they just need that 3 points to get closer and just get in there because, look, we're talking about last season's champions here.
Indeed,
the guys who were at the top never feared of any opponent. Now they're just struggling to get in, fighting for survival.
Well, there's fear now because they might not make it. Listen, if tonight's big match between Infused and Excel has half the drama of last week's primetime showdown, we are in for a treat. Infused waltzed into this arena, grabbed the consoles, and Afi, Gunslinger, and Shakz smashed Prophecy's unbeaten record to pieces. And pieces everywhere. It was what the older generation might call a spectacle.
It's going to be a great match, and we've got 2 incredible teams in great form going up against each other. Huge success rate, and again!
That's it.
Does. He builds the bar and gets it for the combo. Oh!
Kano bringing it back. Oh, he's raging Viva!
Oh, what a dominant round for Akainu. Shivrukan, could he be the man to close it out for Prophecy? Oh, no!
Oh, that's it out! Oh, why? Okay. Oh, what's he doing? What? Oh!
Gunslinger manages to close it out.
Yes, indeed. So the players will be coming down these steps very, very shortly. We look forward to the lineups, who's going to be playing tonight. But over here, we've got Shiryu Sengan and Tyrant. Gentlemen, what a match it was last week, and how good were the players of Infused? Gunslinger performed, Shakz performed. It was epic stuff, wasn't it?
It was very exciting indeed, yeah. Those guys pulled through at the end there. Very, very close match, but Gunslinger managing to clutch it out.
He did indeed, but the babyface assassin, better known as Shakz, he's been instrumental for them, hasn't he, this season?
That guy's on form. I think when Shakz comes up to the plate, most people would put all of their money on him. He's so good, never scared of handling with pressure, and he always delivers.
Yeah, he does indeed. And what's annoying probably for him is ImStillDaDaddy can lift him quite some height in the air for a cheeky little pop-off. Listen, I mean, he uses, ironically, we're seeing some footage here, he normally uses Cammy, but he can use Laura as well. So he's deadly. You don't know which character he's going to pull out of the bag. But in terms of his win percentage this season, 70%. Wow. He really has been on fire. And what's epic about him, and we'll see from the next set of stats here, quick rounds won. I'm going to point that to in green, just a third one down. That is if you win your round in 30 seconds. Why is that so important in terms of quick rounds, and why does that attribute itself to Shakz?
So Shakz plays two characters that are very, very good at just rushing you down and smothering you so you don't get a chance to breathe, in Cammy and Laura. So it's no surprise to see, you know, so many quick rounds won there, as well as that massive yellow bar we can see at the top there. 14 rounds won. This guy's just a monster right now.
Well, there you go. And rounds lost, we focus on, maybe he is quite a quick player, so losing those rounds?
Yeah, but I mean, he normally pulls out with the win, and I think it's more advantageous to him being aggressive because it's first to one. He can overwhelm his opponents before they can really get settled in the match, and that's why he's so good for Infused.
Plus, you can't forget Cammy does have low HP as well. That might attribute into losing rounds. Sometimes it happens.
Yeah, indeed. I'm loving this jumper. I just want to
Thank
put
you,
that out
man.
there. Okay, no, I'm kidding. Give me some of that. Listen, follow with me for a second. So a lot of jiggery-pokery goes on behind the scenes to select the starting lineups for these humdingy matches. But after a lot of head-scratching, bribery, arm wrestling, and Tipex, here are the guys chosen to represent Infused and Excel. I'm sorry, Sengan, it was just a joke. Infused Lieutenant ImStillDaDaddy is back this week alongside Gunslinger and Shakz. Last season's semi-finalists are hoping to go one better this time around. As for Excel, they've had more losses than wins this season. Infectious, Hurricane and Brian must win to have a chance of making the playoffs and defending their title.
Now, it really is an important game in this last matchup of today. Now, you saw earlier that we said that Shakz was the #1 player, also alongside Akainu, who's like, look, hard at work. He's already played. First match and he's still here. I'm just going to sidle up over here to Shakz, aka star player. Did you like seeing those stats about yourself?
Yeah, that was pretty pleasing to see.
Pleasing to see? Why? What was your favourite fact about yourself?
All them wins, like, you know that green bar? It's
Yeah.
just beautiful to see, actually.
As modest as ever. I mean, it's really important for Excel to win this. You need to win it as well, but you're kind of sitting in a more comfortable position than they are. Does that mean you've got less pressure on you?
No, definitely not. We're just going to still go for the win. It doesn't matter about like where we're placing. We're just going to go for like 4-0.
Yeah.
Like, just go for the win.
You just go for the win. It's all about the winning when it comes to Shaq. Right, I'm going to go over here. Just to point out, check out the tactics. ImStillDaDaddy just watching Brian and then XL, who they're about to play, seeing how he plays before they're about to play each other. Is that a tactic? Yeah.
Yeah, of course it is. But he's using another character, though. He thinks he's smart.
Oh, it's all the smoke screens. It's all the smoke screens. Brian, you know that ImStillDaDdy is watching you. Have you done that on purpose?
No, Addy, there is no minute on this setup. That's why. I'm just staying warm.
How good are you at multitasking, aka you're playing right now and I'm trying to speak to you?
There's 4 seconds to go though, so it's fine.
There's 4 seconds. You guys need to win this today in order to make it through to the playoffs. So, you know, Infused are a little bit more in a comfortable position than you are. Does that mean you're going to feel the pressure tonight?
I don't think so. I think as the 3 players that we are, we've all got quite good composure, so we've been here before, so we can do it again.
You can do it again. Are there going to be any surprises tonight? Any new characters going to be played with, or...?
I don't think so. we actually play Infused, the 3 players on Infused on a daily basis, so we all know how each other plays, so it could go either way.
I like that. So they know how to beat each other because they constantly play each other. So let's see who wins tonight.
Now, listen, if you are going to come here down to the arena, play your matches, win, then catch the last bus home and not talk to anybody, we ain't interested, which is why we love Gunslinger, because he comes here with an absolute swaggers, shoots from the hips and asks questions later.
Growing up playing Street Fighter, actually, it was one of my brother's friends who actually got me into the game. I started playing that at about the age of, say, 13. Yeah, about 12, 13. As the years went by, actually, I was getting better and stuff. My brother's friends couldn't beat me anymore. When I started beating them and stuff, you know, it's going to feel good, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I was literally the conqueror of Liverpool. When I started going to tournaments for Street Fighter, I must have been about 17, 18. So it was a good 8 years ago. The first few tournaments would have been in London. I wasn't really entering any tournaments. There's no offline scene in Liverpool, really. I come here where we are now sometimes to play a few games. There's a little bit of a scene. The community, what is here, they normally have like a showing of a Friday where they'll meet up at like 4 p.m. Everyone will play games, like 20, 30 people. I actually know the owner of the place, so I'm going to try and talk to him, see if I can get a tournament hold. It'd be fun, definitely. Infectious from Team Excel. He comes down, he only lives in Manchester. He's a close friend of mine. Sometimes he comes down to Liverpool and we play some games and stuff. As most pro players will know, he's in like the same situation as me. He hasn't got a scene down there. I am a good player, I know I'm a good player, but most of my skills, if not all of them, have been learned from playing like other good players online. When it comes to actual like nerves and being tournament ready and stuff, you do need to play offline. People who've got like a strong community, you know, you can practice offline a lot. You know, you can practice together and stuff. You don't really have that opportunity playing online. Having a scene definitely does help a lot.
Well, I tell you what, that is a man who exudes confidence, talking about the whole Street Fighter sort of preparation you can get ready for a tournament, which is incredible. And I tell you what, he's going to have nerves of steel tonight, ice running through those veins, because the pressure is going to be on him, because Excel need that win, and so do Infused to cement that place in the playoffs. Yeah,
it's a very interesting game today, because Infused wants to secure this one. You don't want to wait until the last week, next week, to just to decide your win. But Excel, man, the running champions, I mean, it's very surprising to see them that low. And you know how scary these guys can be, especially when they're back to the ropes like this.
He was as cool as a cucumber. I couldn't even say it. I wanted to check, why is a cucumber cool? I don't know. He was as cool as a carrot when he played Zera last week. And that was at the death and needed to win, and he pulled it out. So that should give him that confidence going forward into this match. If he's needed and the team depend on him, he's going to deliver.
Well, last week when he faced off against Zera, it was a wake-up call, because you don't want it to always go down to the last game, last round, because that kind of just gives everyone a heart stop there, and it's like, whew, okay, work done. That was a very close win. It's a vital win for them as well, but hopefully he can make amends for his mistakes he did last week and just get a win. And I think they wanted to make it like 4-1, 4-0. They just want to clean it out. But like Damascus was saying, Excel are backs against the wall, so they're going to be going down fight.
It was quite nice to see Gunslinger just watch him backstage at the moment. Hey, Gunslinger, how you doing? He'll be walking out in just a second. He is calm. He is someone who needs to iron out this mistake, but he's a man that can talk. When he came down on this desk, I couldn't get a word in edgeways with the man. So he loves to talk the talk. He's a passionate fan of Street Fighter. Do you reckon he's going to deliver tonight?
I think so. He said last week that he made a couple of mistakes and he's going to try and rectify himself. This week, I think he's going to be sticking with the boxer pick. I don't know. I know he's been practicing with Zeku, the latest character in Street Fighter. I don't think he's going to bring him out here.
No, indeed. But it, again, depends on that matchup, which I can now reveal. Let me take a little walk off my seat. Oh, legs are working perfectly. Let's do this. So the players are backstage right now. They know the order they're going to come out for their teams and what order they're going to compete, but they don't know who they will be facing tonight. So I will reveal this to everybody in the arena and everybody wherever you may be. Thanks for joining us. Listen, matchup 1 for Infused. Coming out first, out of that team in red, we have the baby face assassin. It is Shakz! I tell you what, we were talking about you in a nice way. We're really positive, honestly. We're talking about your win percentage. It's epic this season. What's given you that extra boost and form?
Well, making it to semi-final season 1 made me more hungry, you know. So this time we're definitely winning it. So yeah, I'm fueled.
And you didn't even get to perform in that semi-final. So this time round, you'll be hoping to play in the semi-finals and get to the final, won't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
For sure.
Right, I'm going to tell you now, if you had to take on someone from Excel, don't look, don't sneak, a little peek. Who would you like to take on from Excel to start this matchup?
Brian.
Well, I'm afraid it's not Brian. It's not Infectious. It is the main man, Mr. Hurricane! Hurricane! Listen, a difference in height compared to Shakz right now, but when it comes to the matchup, it could be a mirror match. Cammy versus Cammy. Is it going to happen?
He knows that what's going to happen if he picks Cammy, so I don't think he's going to make that choice.
Okay,
we'll see. Hurricane, you head that way for me, sir. Shakz, my main man, you head that way. That is matchup 1. You will know what happens if they both choose Cammy. I don't actually know what that meant, but it sounded exciting. Listen, for Infused, we welcome the next contestant. Coming down here, he's back, fresh from a holiday, and you can see by the tan, I'm still the daddy! Now, come and join me this side. Come and join me this side. The Guile, you give us a little salute. You going to get that win tonight?
Yes. Hopefully, it's going to be tough.
Okay. I loved it when you backtracked on your words earlier on, but I'll take that.
Yeah, I had to because I would have jinxed myself. It always happens. Remember when I said we was going to free off Reason and Bolt Strike beat me?
I didn't want to bring it up. You are going to be playing tonight. Infectious! Welcome. There you go. Listen, you've got to take on ImStillDaDaddy. I know you're feeling confident. You need that win. Are you going to get that win tonight, Infectious?
It's an important one for us. I mean, we're on the ropes right now, so yeah, we need it. We need to get that win.
Okay, best of luck to you. That's matchup 2 for you. It's Infectious taking on ImStillDaDaddy. Those gentlemen will head in their separate directions, which means matchup 3, we have the remaining contestants. Gunslinger taking on Brian! Come on down, Brian. I know you're good friends with this man next to me on my right-hand side, but there's going to be no friendship tonight. You need that win, don't you?
Yeah, first to 1, so 1 game of what would be 100 a day, so we'll see.
Okay, indeed. Gunslinger.
Like he's just said, it's going to be 1 game of what happens 100 times a day. You know what I mean? Because I play with him more than anyone, basically.
Well, listen, it's going to be a juicy contest. Gunslinger, pleasure to see you again. Brian, you head that way. That is matchup 3, which means we need to find out who is going to be matchup 4, 5, 6, and 7. I can now tell you that for matchup 4, it's going to be ImStillDaDaddy taking on Hurricane. Matchup 5 is going to be Shakz versus Infectious, and then you will have Gunslinger versus Brian. Again, a repeat, and then for game 7, ImStillDaDaddy versus Infectious. Take a breather. Those are the 7 matchups. If it goes that far, this is gonna be an epic match. We'll take a quick break so I can get more of a breather, so can you. Get a drink, get back. We've got all the action moments away. Well, welcome back. You've made the right choice. As you can see, the arena is ready for this matchup. Both teams need a win to make sure they can potentially get into those playoff spots. It is Infused taking on the reigning champions, Excel.
These guys are on fire. How much this means to these guys.
Well, it comes down to this. The titan of all titan matches, Infused versus Excel. what a tasty one we've got for you
This
today.
is going to be absolutely off the charts. And to kick it off, we're going to have an explosive one. It's going to be Shakz versus Hurricane to kick things off here in his final match of the day. And Tom wasn't sure what Hurricane meant when he said he knows what's going to happen when he picks Cammy. I know what that means. I'm sure you do as well.
What does that mean? Tell us.
That means we're going to be seeing the big man. We're going
Abigail?
to be seeing Abigail coming out to play if Shakz goes to Cammy.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he might be a bit prideful. Maybe he will pick Cammy. But I think your logic stands correct because Excel can't muck about.
No.
They need to win today.
No, this is all to play for right now. Infused have a little bit more of a space to work with, if you will. You know, sitting 12 points is nice.
It's pretty.
It's all right now.
Yeah.
But Excel have to win this. This is a critical match for them.
So, yeah, if Excel lose this, then it's out of their hands. It's up to, you know, other teams. And I know people like Endpoint and Method are going to be watching this match, licking their lips, wishing that Infused managed to take Excel out.
Absolutely. But, oh, what's this? Interesting choices here. Hurricane, not going with that. Maybe that was a bit of a bluff on his part.
Well, he hasn't selected Cammy yet.
No,
he might, maybe a blind pick, we're not sure.
Yeah, he's not locked in. He is sitting on Cammy.
Neither players have, sorry. But this is like, these two, Shakz and Hurricane, are the most explosive of the team, right?
On their teams, I agree.
So the two Dynamites are coming up against each other.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're locking in. It's going to be Laura versus Cammy Tyrant.
Laura Cammy, no Cammy on Shax's part. He is going with the Laura pick here. Laura, of course, in a first-1 situation, horrible to fight against. She can kill you so quickly.
Yeah, Infused versus Excel. Let's hear some noise, people.
Let's get it.
Come on.
Come on. This is going to be a hype one.
And here we go.
Don't blink, you might miss it. Here we go. Hurricane here, starting out slow. Just looking for any opportunity. Shakz.
Oh, the big first touch from Shakz. Another.
Ooh, 2 counter hit conversions, but now Hurricane gets the back throw here for his troubles. Dive kicks in, whiffs it, just trying to bait something from Shakz.
Oh, the crush counter button from Shakz. He doesn't get a combo off of it.
Went for the command grab, but it was a bit too early. Okay, Hurricane activates V-Trigger now.
Shifting of gears.
Yep, okay, nice that medium kick.
Wow, what a whiff punish. Great spacing there from Shakz. Hurricane still has one of those in the lock-off. Whiff punish again. Shakz goes in with the EX V-Trigger.
This is close to dead. What can he do? Oh, he missed the command grab from there. All right, jumps away.
Still in his favor. He does have V-Trigger and the health lead, but he can't sleep on Hurricane here.
No anti-air, but V-reversals out. That's going to be it. The low forward into the shoulder.
And you see Shakz, a sigh of relief there.
Yeah.
The pressure is on this kid.
At the end of that round, Shakz did not want to go in. He wasn't jumping. He was just chilling, waiting for Hurricane to make a mistake. Got the round.
Nice jump there from Hurricane.
Yeah, that was a beautifully timed jump. Caught that fireball during the startup.
Oh no, but here comes Shakz with the command grab.
Resets him with a command grab. EX.
Oh, the backdash was so necessary. Critical art. And this is huge for Hurricane here as he needs to take this round out.
This is massive damage and pressure for Hurricane. Dashes in, gets it. The meaty activation out from Shakz, finds a way out.
What an interrupt.
Oh!
That is safe.
Yeah.
Very meaty overhead there.
Yeah, that was safe. You can't punish. You have to punish with a light button there. Okay. Neither of these guys wanted to overexert. V-Trigger active for both players, though.
Oh, the anti-air on the electric charge. Another counter hit.
Reset
the combo.
And that's
my days. Shakz takes the first round, Tyrant.
The baby-faced assassin strikes again. Hurricane falls. Shakz with another clean 2-0 victory.
Wow.
2 rounds.
Shut out completely. 1-0 to Infused.
That's it.
What a result if you are Infused. Let's have a look at that replay there.
Yeah, they're rubbing their hands together because Hurricane is absolutely no joke. There we didn't see an anti-air, but he V-reversaled out. Shakz with the low-medium kick into the shoulder. Reset here. There we go. That command grab, that was it for Shakz. Critical performance.
Because he missed those command grabs a lot, but when it mattered the most, Hurricane sat there and it worked out for him.
No doubt, when it mattered the most, like you say, Sengan, he caught him off guard, grabbing him there. Man, look, Hurricane shaking his head. He knows he made a few mistakes in that game. No anti-airs, you know. Shakz got away with a few jump-ins.
Look how happy he's just about.
Yeah, these guys, because they do not want Excel to win.
Yeah,
because that would really jeopardize their team.
And the thing is, every loss for Excel is going to feel that much more heavy because if you lose, you're putting all of that pressure onto your teammate.
It's huge.
So I don't know if this is not a good start for them, and this is beautiful for Infused. So.
Oh, Infused are loving it right now. I mean, taking that first win in one of these sets is just so vital. It's not only you're taking points away from the opposing team, it's team morale. You can see these guys popping up in the crowd.
They're cutting shape. I think they know that they've got the robot Infectious up next versus ImStillDaDaddy.
The Terminator is coming out to play.
Infectious versus ImStillDaDaddy. Let's see what he can do here.
Infectious
.jpeg, as people call him, because this guy does not move.
This is a very good matchup, you would think, for Infused. They've done well here by having ImStillDaDaddy have to come up against Infectious. Gall versus Abigail.
Gall versus Abigail is not a bad one, but in the same, on the same hand, Abigail, all he has to do is crush counter you one time, catch you with that hard punch, and it can be curtains for you.
Yeah.
This guy has the highest health in the game. He's got the highest damage output in the game. He's just a monster.
He puts you in situations where you literally have to guess for game.
You have to guess.
And the fact that it's a guess for game makes your decision, if you stutter or if you hesitate for 1 second, it's all in Abigail's favor. So you have to know the frames. You have to know how plus he is if he dashes forward. You have to know all of these scenarios. If you don't,
you really have to be ready.
Yeah.
Abigail can surprise you. Like, he does have the command grabs, but he's also got that unique skill, the run.
The run, yeah.
The run, which can really catch you off guard if you're not looking for it.
Which you will probably see a lot here. To go through Sonic Booms, you'll probably see Infectious do run into the fist, which gets that crumple.
Absolutely. It does give him armor, so he can absorb those Sonic Booms. That's what armor means for those of you that don't know. He can absorb hits and then use a follow-up from that run to give an option against Guile. So let's see it here.
Yeah, so what you're going to be looking for at home is you're going to be looking to see ImStillDaDaddy, who's playing Guile, wants to keep Abigail away. He wants to play that match at full screen, whereas Infectious, on the other hand, wants the complete opposite. He wants to be in this guy's face.
He wants to be up close and personal. You'll see it when I said earlier this guy's a big boy. I wasn't joking. He takes up half the screen.
Yeah, you can't see his health. He takes up the health bar.
Yeah, he covers. He's a seriously huge character, and all that means for Guile is he's a bigger target to catch him with those Sonic Booms and flash kick anti-airs.
So this is good to have Infectious up next because he can kill Infused momentum. But if ImStillDaDaddy can get a win here, 2-0.
Oh, that's massive.
It's going to be huge. So let's see what happens here.
Speaking of huge, Abigail is here. You saw him just punch away that Sonic Boom. Look at that. Into the run and the
goodness.
Yo.
Infectious is not coming to muck about. Slowly walking. ImStillDaDaddy into the corner.
Serious. Already nearly in the corner.
And there you see ImStillDaDaddy trying to keep him out with them booms, but what a great answer to the Sonic Boom game.
Yeah, it basically makes ImStillDaDaddy not able to throw another boom.
Oh, and he jumped the EX Sonic Boom as well. Beautiful.
Okay, V-reversal block though.
Not good for ImStillDaDady. He wants those V-reversals. If it hits, it knocks Infectious back full screen.
Yep, V-reversal, a great tool for Guile in this game. He never had it in previous versions of the game, but this one, really, really good for him. These medium punches, and he wants Guile to use that V-reversal.
Yeah. Oh, what a reaction with the throw to that V-reversal from Infectious.
Great stuff. Oh, and you saw him, he reacted, he saw he wasn't throwing another boom, so he just did the back roll.
Very, very good from Infectious. Uh-oh, that's huge. Punch, he just walks up and throws, but still gets some damage on the board. Yeah, ImStillDaDaddy is bringing this back slowly but surely.
About even life now. Jumps over, doesn't press a button though.
Goes back to full screen. Setting up shop is ImStillDaDaddy.
I'm sure he's going to want to activate V-trigger in a moment.
Oh, a mounted to climb. Does Infectious have? He has the V-trigger. Has to be careful.
Back dashes. He's reacting to the booms. There we see it.
Yeah, ImStillDaDaddy has adjusted well, but what can he do now? Oh, that back at his face!
Seriously, Johnny!
Oh my goodness, Infectious! Face full of steel as he just takes that first round.
So when Abigail is in V-trigger, when he charges up that hard punch, it will become unblockable. He crumples your guard and gets a full combo.
You can jump out of that, he can release it earlier, so it does become a little bit of a mind game.
Yeah, it's not easy.
But Infectious knew he was just going to sit there.
All right.
ImStillDaDady being a bit more active here. A few more Sonic Booms, a few more jump-ins.
Jab anti-air there, Infectious, one of the strongest players you're seeing why. All right, nice forward medium kick.
He's been so good at blocking every single one of these EX Sonic Booms, not allowing him to go back full screen.
All right, gets the combo into the Abigail punch. Goes for that meaty stand hard punch.
Again, in the corner is ImStillDaDaddy. Oh!
Okay, I like that. He went for the parry, actually, but ImStillDaDaddy not pressing the button, getting the throw.
Wow, puts himself back into the corner. Oh, big jump in here. ImStillDaDaddy.
Oh, this is massive.
Oh, misses.
Too far, really.
Just outside of that range and finally gets V-trigger set up.
All right.
Oh, big jump in, big combo. He can close this out here, Tyrant.
Oh, man, he's still... Oh! So, beautiful stuff there. Crush counter, crouching fierce punch.
And look at the sweat, perspiration ting.
Perspiration
on
ting out
ImStillDaDady's forehead as he's taking on a juggernaut in Infectious here.
Yep. Fighting against Infectious, Abigail is no quick maths. See it here. Sonic Boom blocked.
Slowly but surely.
Yep.
If Infectious gets a hit, we're going to see a critical art situation here. Oh,
Beautiful stuff. I love how he's not deterring from the Sonic Boom game. Infectious has shown him that he can stop that, but ImStillDaDaddy not haltering, still going for it.
Yeah, he's going strong. Oh, good block. Not a massive punish, but still managed to get a jump in there.
ImStillDaDdy jumping at ranges that Infectious can't really anti-air.
This is so good if your team infused here. Oh no, that's going to go into critical art.
Yeah, he's going to use it.
Here we go.
He does get pressure off this one as well.
Possible guess for game scenario. This is what we were talking about a bit earlier.
Look at the damage from this guy.
EX flash kick. No. Jumps back. V reversal. No more V reversal.
Oh, that's going to be it. Infectious. Abigail punch.
Wow. Infectious to the wire. Manages to clinch out and make it 1-1.
I love that jump over just at the right angle, so it made the EX flash kick whiff. Infectious got a full punish there on the landing.
Yeah.
Good stuff there for him. Ties it up 1 apiece here. Infectious putting in work for his team.
This is what we mean by this character.
Look at this.
ImStillDaDaddy was in the driving seat the whole way through.
Oh man, there we go. EX flash kick right there.
And you could see this.
Look at that.
Crush counter. He was controlling the screen. But one instance, that one critical art that knocked ImStillDaDaddy down, forced him in a tricky scenario. And Infectious is so good at capitalizing on those scenarios there.
No doubt. Good call there. Infectious, if you're Infectious right now and you play Abigail, you're going to want to try and hit that critical art at any point in the match you can. It's massive, obscene damage. And not only that, it gives you the pressure afterwards that we saw. Great play. And these guys in the crowd,
they don't even want to look.
They don't even want to look. Infectious just putting on a clinic right now with Abigail.
So yeah, they make it 1-1, which is good for Excel. It's good as Infectious goes up, that went up next, because it means his teammates in Brian and Hurricane, it kind of relieves the stress on their shoulders.
It's a clean slate now. It's 1-1. You know, no one has the advantage right now.
But this is a matchup that really you're not too sure about, because these guys play all the time, right?
Yeah.
So they're used to each other. So you're not really going to see character matchups per se. You're more going to see player matchups.
Player matchups, yeah. These two are definitely... They play each other like every day. Like you said, these guys play like first to 100 every single day, you know? So it's going to be... Yeah, it's like you say, we're going to see lots of things that are specific to the player, not necessarily the characters.
And that's because you play them so long, you get to find out their tendencies, when they want to throw tech, when they want to press a button. Is that correct?
When they're going to jump, when they're going to, when they do everything. So let's check it out. Manat is a very new character. Brian, one of the best, using her right now. I haven't seen anyone take to her this quickly.
Yeah, Brian has done very well to adjust and switch over to Manat.
Of course. All right, so there we go. So the unique thing about Manat is she sends out that orb, and it gives her a whole new set of tools once it's out or when she has it close.
Yeah, because she can pull it back in, make unsafe moves safe.
Yep. When she does have the orb at hand, you'll see her normals have a lot more range.
Oh.
And there we go. So she pulls that orb towards. She wants to keep it at hand.
Slowly chipping away. Very good reaction to these V skills from Brian.
Okay. Yep, and now see, Gunslinger has to think. He can't really approach. He has to think about the orb.
I wonder how many taps he's holding, Tyrant.
Oh, yeah.
We've just seen medium buttons. Gets the throw.
Okay, nice spacing on the low. Keeping it safe. Okay, dive kick.
Trying to mesmerize Gunslinger with this movement is Brian. Using these drills and these dive kicks. Gunslinger not pressing any buttons here.
Yeah.
Being very patient, gets a big crush counter.
Yep, and now she does have that V-trigger ready to go.
Oh my days, that was a final. If that hit.
Yeah, that would have been the game, I believe.
But here comes Brian.
Oh man, and this is one of the best V-triggers in the game.
What defense from Gunslinger.
Yeah, he's able to block all of that. That was so important, but Brian with a massive life lead. Do you know what? He could have killed him right there. Manat has a 1-frame startup critical art.
Yeah, no punish. And here we go, using the heavy buttons now. Gunslinger in a desperate situation.
Super.
Gets a big jump in, doesn't have the meter to super, spends 2 buttons, and all of a sudden it's even.
He just gets out. He could chip right now.
So smart from Brian, but he's still in a desperate scenario! As he gets the shim sham! Oh my goodness!
Gunslinger persevering, overcoming that massive life lead that Brian had at one point.
What?
Starting out with that super, are you serious?
Oh, huge error there from Brian.
Why would you gamble it there?
Gunslinger, I don't think that was meant to be on purpose.
Round 1 fight and he used a critical art.
Maybe a huge call out. Thought he would come in with it straight, but here comes Gunslinger, working him in the corner. Gets the back throw, does Brian.
All right, there we go. Brian needs to chill for a bit. I feel like that was... Oh no, this is going to be close to dead.
Oh, and the shimmy again. Such dominant performance from Gunslinger, who pressed hardly anything for 60 seconds in that first round, Tyrant.
He played so well, man. Manat was just looking, man, Brian was looking so sick. I feel like he threw the game away almost. In that last round, I have to say, Gunslinger was definitely on chippable life. He could look right here, he could have used super, chipped him out and killed him.
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. That was a huge mistake there from Brian.
Even if he just did it, like, it's one frame startup, you can't really jump out.
Yeah.
And then we just saw it Gunslinger with the beautiful shimmy, the footwork at the end, walking just out of the throw range and catching him with that crouch medium punch. Gunslinger with a fist pump. He's pumped up right now.
So yeah, at the beginning you saw Gunslinger was hardly pressing any buttons, and we were talking about a tap.
Turnaround punch.
You hold 2 buttons on the stick, your move charges up over time. When it gets to the final stage,
look at these guys.
Jester Power throwing back to that pop-off Gunslinger made last week. He's got to be happy. You're happy, right, Jester? Woo!
You heard the man. You heard the man.
Amazing start. 2-1 now to Infused.
Hey, listen, man, if you're Infused right now, you are loving life. Sitting with that pretty 2-1 lead right now.
Yeah.
They only need to win 2 more games, and it's good for them.
And the momentum has shifted back onto ImStillDaDaddy, and the pressure has shifted back onto Hurricane, who hasn't done that well this season.
No,
I don't know if I like this.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is a decent one. I know these guys play a lot online, but ImStillDaDaddy, he's going to be putting in work. He wants to take his team to the playoffs. And if they can do it here tonight, if they can win the set, they're in.
I wonder if Hurricane is going to choose to go to Abigail after seeing Infectious play and take out
It's an interesting point, but I believe he's just going to stick with Cam.
I think he should, because even though he does have a pocket Abigail, Infectious just plays that character. He was having a lot of trouble dealing with ImStillDaDaddy.
Oh, it's not easy. You have to. I feel like you have to be a full-time Abigail main to take on Guile like that. And I just feel like Hurricane is a lot more confident with Cammy. Yes, he is going to the Cammy pick right now.
Here we go.
This is Cammy White here. See these 2 classic Street Fighter 2 characters.
Right now it is 2-1 to Infused.
It is 2-1 to Infused.
If Infused win this set, they guarantee themselves a playoff position.
Exactly. That's massive. That is
and if Excel lose, they open up that 4th spot for anyone, for Method, for Endpoint, for themselves. They definitely want to get this win. Hurricane versus ImStillDaDaddy.
All right, there we go. Starting out with that clean pressure. Doesn't want to overexert himself, though. Does get a low forward into the drill, though. Spiral arrow.
Very good confirm.
Medium kicks here.
Peppering him in the corner with these normals.
Yeah, not allowing him to make his way out. Oh, he tried. I think he tried the flash kick, or
he tried to react to that V skill. It's a bit too late.
It's not easy to do that. Back
throw. Another throw from Hurricane. Slowly building momentum. He's plus there. You can't press anything. Oh, catches the jump back.
That was a great trade for Hurricane. Back throw.
Oh, just a meaty spiral arrow to catch ImStillDaDaddy slipping. Didn't want him to activate V-trigger.
I think maybe he was trying to jump.
Yeah.
We didn't get a counter hit message. All right, there we go. EX was thrown. Wow, dashes in a back throw.
Double dash back throw. ImStillDaDaddy is fucking about, but a huge V-trigger activation from Hurricane.
Delay back throw to bait a flash just in case.
Oh,
this is massive.
Oh my goodness, the big crush counter. Is he going to go to the critical art? Misses his combo a tiny bit.
The damage is going to be massive here. Look at this. Guile's life just peeling off.
Look at all of that red.
Wow, that's monstrous.
Oh, and calls out the flash kick, makes it 2-2.
You know what? That was so sick. Because he did the meaty spiral arrow in the first round, he went for another similar looking situation, but it was actually safe to reversal.
Yeah.
That was beautiful play from Hurricane.
And caught ImStillDaDaddy flinching there.
Look at this, the trade there. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this, meaty. There we go. Great stuff.
So there was a counter here. I think ImStillDaDaddy tried to throw a Sonic Boom and V-trigger up.
Perhaps, you're right.
And that's why Hurricane rightly did a spiral arrow. Called that out.
Great play there. Hurricane says another day at the office. ImStillDaDaddy, unfortunate result for him. But he is in the lineup again. If they do go down to it, he is in the 7th game.
Yeah.
But run back against Infectious just in case. So now it's 2-2.
And this is why you can't count out Excel. They are the champions coming into this season.
Champs.
And they've
this team as well.
Yeah, this exact team. They've been down like against the Chips versus Envious in the finals last season, and they've had the mustard to pull it back.
Yeah.
So we're going to get to the next matchup now, which is going to be a very tasty one.
Keep them coming. Keep them coming. I could watch these games all day long.
Now, this is going to be a very, very interesting one.
Ooh, yeah.
Shakz, arguably one of the strongest members on his team, going up the strongest member in Excel.
Yeah. I think this is just going to be a really explosive match. This could go 2 ways. It depends, first of all, on the character Shakz decides to pick.
Yeah.
If he goes with Cammy, I have to say it's for Infexious.
It's going to be bleak.
It's gonna look real bad. I feel like Laura would definitely be a better pick.
Well, he does play Nash. I wonder if he'd bring Nash out.
Hey, do you know what? I'm not sure, actually. You know, I'm not sure. Nash definitely does have the projectiles.
Or maybe carrying for that control. I'm not sure, but...
he's not sure. Oh, he is going with Charlie Nash.
We haven't seen this character on the Elite Series so far this season.
No, we haven't. This would be a really exciting one. Nash is a very, very cool character. A lot of people say he's not that strong in this version.
He's gone over to Cammy. He's sticking with his guns.
Yep, he is going over to Cammy.
Choosing his colours. Wants to look dapper.
You know what? That's important for players. a lot of players definitely like that confidence boost from picking the same colour they use at home. But this was some advice I read from some of the Japanese players. Is don't get too accustomed to a particular colour.
Oh, really?
Because not every setup's going to have it, and it's going to put you off.
Oh, I see.
So if you go to a tournament and you're like, oh, they haven't got like my colour 10 or whatever, you
choose a different colour.
Yeah, you might let it affect your game. You never know.
I think it's a whole bunch of hogwash, really, for me. Yeah, it's just a colour of an outfit, mate.
No, the colour counter picks are real, man.
Well, we are going to see Cammy versus Abigail in this.
Oh, man.
Like you said, Cammy doesn't have that much life.
No.
And Shakz is someone that likes to face roll on his stick and go in. So if he gets caught with like a heavy punch crush counter from Infectious, he might die in 2 seconds.
So when we say it's a bad matchup, it's not an unwinnable matchup. It just means that Shakz has to play so on point to take him down.
And we're not really used to seeing Shakz play a slow-paced game, which is what he's going to have to do if he wants to take out Infectious here.
Yeah, you can't overexert yourself against these big grapplers. You know, Infectious is fine taking these hits here and there. Because his character has such monstrous HP, he can take the hits.
And when he gets V-trigger, of course, the match really starts.
Yeah, you can hit Abigail like, what, 10 times? And he won't die. He hits you once, and it can be the game. Let's check it out.
Infectious slowly stalking Shakz to the corner.
Okay, nice throw.
Nice throw from Shakz, yeah. That was minus.
Abigail punch. He does that hard punch just to keep you still, so you have to block.
Shakz woke up, dashed forward. Error input on that jump.
And this is just looking horrible right now, just like we were saying. It's so hard for Cammy to get clean hits.
Oh, nice throw for that V reversal. It's the only thing you can do. Catches him trying to anti-air. Oh. The delay. Oh,
he's going to stun. Okay, activates.
Has to be careful here.
Yeah, this is not easy for either player right now. Infectious V-trigger active. Oh.
Catches him slipping. Almost has critical art, does Infectious.
Yeah.
And
He's dead.
No, it's going to just be... Oh, yeah, he just got the critical art.
Built it up on
Wow. Oh, wow.
On the last hit of the Abigail punch, building up the critical art. Such a useful move. And, of course, it's fine to use it to close out the round like that.
Yeah.
You know, you want to take the round where you can. And meter comes and goes in this game.
It was great awareness on Infectious's
Really,
part.
really good. And that's what you'd expect of a player of his caliber.
Same side. Shakz looking to bully Infectious now.
Wow.
This is the style we're used to seeing him play.
Oh, V-reversals. Get some of that stun back when he uses that V-reversal.
Oh! Came in quick.
Oh, jump.
No, anti-air.
Look at the damage on that clean jump.
This is huge. In the corner versus Abigail. Manages to V-reversal.
Wow, he had to. Cammy, of course, the only V-reversal in the game that will switch sides with the opponent.
But Infectious does have V-trigger, so Shakz can't just go in brazenly.
No.
If he gets caught once, again, it could be curtains.
Exactly. That's all it takes is one hard punch and activation.
Oh!
Oh, I love it.
Mistime parry. Oh, no.
And he gets a No, he doesn't off that one.
Oh, no, the EX, that's going to be dead.
Is that
V-trigger.
Are you serious?
We can kill off of this Tyrant.
He's dead.
Oh, my goodness, the robot, Infectious, terminates the babyface assassin.
Are you joking? That killed the damage on Abigail. Wow, Infectious came out here to play.
And for the first time in this set, Excel take the lead over Infused.
That was massive. Look at the damage. Look, I love that. He built up the critical art, using it, spending it all just to take down a round. Don't let that baby-faced assassin come back to haunt you. Kills him.
And again, Shakz was looking good in this second round. It came from that one wake-up command grab.
Yeah. And look at this activation, back hard punch. EX Abigail punch to put on the extra bit of damage.
He could have killed him without meter there, but
I know.
There's no point trying to do a harder combo. If it's going to kill, it's going to kill.
And look, even when he knows he's going to win the game, the stone-faced Infectious doesn't move, keeps his cool.
Yeah.
Keep making it 3-2 for his team XL. Shakz takes a side there.
It's the mark of a champion to be able to do that, to be able to play without emotion and really focus on your game. Some people play with emotion and it does help them out. But, you know, in the long term, it might not help them win tournaments or something like that. As someone who can control their emotions, long set-wise...
Infectious is the best at that. We've seen him so many times on the big stage, just keeping his cool. But now it's all about these gentlemen. Gunslinger up against Brian. This is going to be big. We saw these guys play earlier on, so it is going to be another case of I know you, you know me. Let's play. Let's do what we do best.
Gunslinger, a very strong start to this set. He was a bit rocky last week, managed to close out the last game, but did lose those first 2
And you know what?
games.
Even when he won that, like he was saying, he did get a couple of execution
errors, yeah.
But managing to close it out nonetheless. So here we go. I feel like Brian kind of threw away some opportunities in the last set.
Definitely.
You know, it's going to happen sometimes, but I feel like this time he can go in with a more solid, confident way of approaching this.
Yeah, he can definitely adjust to what Gunslinger was throwing out. There was a couple of big decisions, big errors that he made, which really cost him the game.
It really did. Like, he was in a few situations where he could have just chipped and won.
Yeah.
Or, you know, he did started the round with critical art and stuff like that. You know, it's...
Let's see how Brian adapts to the man with his adaptamentations here.
Adaptamentations?
Oh, big jump in again from Gunslinger.
Big. She's going to want to retrieve that orb sooner or later.
Picking up where he left off.
Yep, there we go. The interruption. And that's where Manat can be so strong. You have to remember where that orb is at all times.
Good punish on the sweep. Has to be careful, does Brian, because he's in the corner. He's trying to force his way out slowly but surely.
All right.
Oh. Big crush counter.
That was massive, yeah. Of course, she will build half of a V. Oh, nice stuff there with the EX grab.
Knew throughout that normal just in case. A move was coming, reacted to the tap, overhead conversion.
Full combo, doesn't get his cancel. Oh, right. No. This could be where Box is a beast.
Oh!
I think he's dead, actually. No.
Oh, he dropped his combo. Now he's dead. He reset again.
Yeah.
Brian.
And I tell you what, when you have that V-trigger active, you can afford to go for those unsafe dive kicks because you've got the orbs as backup. They keep the pressure on.
He definitely didn't need to go for a reset.
Yeah, he didn't need to. He could have killed him with the regular combo, but all right.
Brian, slowly but surely, building confidence for his team as they need this win.
Oh, EX.
No reaction to the V skill.
Wow, he still went for the spin. I'm surprised. -4 in that one.
Oh, just outside of that. Heavy punch range.
Oh, look at that. Perfectly placed dive kick. He dashed into that, actually.
Nice combo extension. Wakes up with a 3-frame, does Brian.
Yep.
Big jump in.
Oh, activates. Manat going to show us some of those stylish combos. Give them to me. Look at that.
Oh, my days. It's still going on. Tries a little reset. Oh, catches him slipping. No critical art.
No super, really?
Oh, he kills him with his own medicine.
Oh, wow. Are you serious right now?
The shimmy.
That's going to be it. Excel, take it. Brian is showing us some Manat.
Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Excel manages to close this out when it was needed the most. They look so shaky all season.
That was so sick. Like, wow. Look at this Infexious nodding his head in the back. This is the same team. The same team that won the whole thing last season. A force to be reckoned with. No joke. Infused had their work cut out for him, but it was too much for them. Excel holding it down.
And they've just sent a huge message to the other teams.
Massive.
We are here to play. Don't rest your laurels. Don't you know, relax and take your foot off the gas.
That's what I'm saying. They are the previous champions. Infused. They would have qualified for playoffs if they won that set.
Yeah.
But Excel just too strong. Look at that play there. There's low. That could have been it. That could have been it with critical art right there.
But still got that shimmy.
Yeah, and that's how you're right. That's how the first game ended.
Yeah.
Gunslinger using that little trick against Brian, but Brian.
And Brian, I'm very, very impressed with how he stepped up to the plate. They didn't need to rely on Infectious. They came back. Hurricane won his game. Then Brian won his. Just showing that the team is complete. It's not a one-man team. They all put in the work.
Absolutely. Gunslinger there not looking very happy as expected. Giving us a little glance. Oh,
and there you see just the power upset as he knows that.
That's it.
That closes out endpoints chances.
Yeah, that could be it right there. So, yeah, there is the man of the hour. You see him on his jersey, Brian, right here. That's solid Manat play, man.
Big, big win for Infectious. Absolutely amazing stuff from Excel. Really good stuff from Infused as well, though, but unfortunately they didn't have the mustard to close it out. Tom, what did you think of that, mate?
What do you think,
Arigato to Slinga and Tyrant. What a match that was. 4-2 in the end to Excel. They absolutely smashed it. I can welcome the main man who just saw it out. Brian, get yourself down here. Yes, buddy, come and join me right now. Brian, Brian.
You done yet?
Was that tense?
The first game was terrible. That was embarrassing.
That was against Gunslinger, and then I felt like you learnt enough of how you were going to play him in the next one, and then saw it out, making it 4-2. You're not going to be friends for much longer, you two.
Nah, they're still in a good position, so it's not like we crushed their dreams.
Yeah, and you definitely needed that win. This is a little recap of your performance right there at the end to make it 4-2. If Gunslinger had got his team back in that by beating you again, then it could have been very different. But as it was, you saw that out. You kind of you learnt everything with the AWP, and you knew what to do in the second match.
Yeah, the first match was just bad execution. First round, a wake-up B-trigger was what I wanted them to jump. Missed the chip out with a super. And then the next round I was supposed to buffer a crouch medium punch to counter hit a rush punch into the super, but I just got straight super. And then it was just downhill from there on.
Well, listen, I mean, getting that valuable win, and, you know, next week you're going to be taking on the big boys. You are going to be taking on Endpoint, who are now officially out of it. So, I mean, you know, what can you do? I mean, I spoke to Brick earlier. He reckons Endpoint are going to get that win. What do you have to say to that? Endpoint, your next challengers.
I think we're confident. Obviously, they're a strong team, but we are confident against all three or all four of the players, whoever they put out. But I think if we get at least 1 point, that secures us, so that will be the aim.
Yeah, and definitely what's been needed from Excel is the fact that consistency. Do you feel like it's beginning to creep back into all of your gameplay?
Yeah, well, obviously last season I was the least consistent by a country mile. Now I started off this season well, but everyone else is just having not a worse time, but you know what I mean. But now I think we're getting on form, and it's a good time for it to happen, I guess. Yeah,
definitely Jammers Damascus. Nice to see them having a bit of form, but that's going to be crushing for Infused.
I mean, Excel's results have been fluctuating. Infused, it was unfortunate for them today, but they're still in the running. It's just that now they cannot afford to lose if they want to get back in the playoffs again and try and rectify themselves from last season, because they wanted to go to the final, but they didn't.
Indeed. Well, listen, Damascus, I'll speak to you in a second before the end of the show. Great way to end it, 4-2. Congratulations, Brian. Ariel, I believe you have... who do you have? ImStillDaDaddy with you?
I do have ImStillDaDaddy with me. Right, come on. You've got your bag on, you've got your... You're about to walk out that door.
Yeah.
Disappointing?
Well, to be honest, that's my fault. That's my fault, because like, I had it comfortably against Infexious, and I give it away with a... He didn't do an attack every time he jumped off my boom, innit? And the back knuckle's risky. I shouldn't have took the risk, innit? And I blame that on my performance, and even against Hurricane. Hurricane's a hard one, but it's my fault, innit? We only need, if I would have beat Infectious, we would have qualified.
Okay. But you've still got next week.
Yeah, method of 3. We're gonna slaughter them. There's no way.
Sorting them.
Yeah,
that's what you need. This is all about the smack talk now. Okay, back to you, Tom.
Thank you very much. What I love about ImStillDaDaddy, staying in character with Guile there with the backpack. He will come back stronger, I know, next week. These are the results in front of you. Prophecy getting that win against Method to start the night. Second match was Team Envy versus Reason Gaming. Reason got that win. Then Endpoint versus Epsilon, and then we just saw the result there, Infused against Excel. So that is the standings. Here they go. Prophecy through to the playoffs. Team Envy through to the playoffs. And then it is where it really hots up. Team Infused versus Excel. Team Infused are going to be taking on the mighty Method, as we just heard from ImStillDaDaddy. And Excel have it all to do against Endpoint. So basically, it's whoever wins that is pretty much going to be going through. Listen, Brian, you must be feeling good now. What do you do between now and next week?
Just need to put in the grind, prepare for the matchups, and make sure we get the win.
Yeah, indeed. And indeed, with Reason, Damascus, what a turn up for the books. More enthralling that particular victory, or seeing those juggernauts just face each other then?
No, I'm actually very happy that Excel won today, because that just sets up the perfect scenario for next week. As next week, all of these guys will have to battle it out. We're going to have a battle for the first place between Envy and Prophecy, and then 2 battles to see who gets to the playoff. That's going to be a very interesting week, and I'm just glad we could set it up that way.
Yeah, and before I ask your main man, Jammers, Damascus, who stood out for you today? You don't have to say Brian just because he's on the desk. You don't have to.
You know what? I'm really
not.
hesitating.
Yeah.
But I'll just say Ball Strike, because he got the 3 wins in Reason Gaming, and I mean, that was a surprise win for sure. And he just delivered what he had to do.
Yeah, surely when the arena went off, it got to be Killer 7 though, wasn't it, Jammers?
Yeah.
Killer 7.
I mean, he gets his own award, because that guy's just another entity entirely. I mean, it's been 6 weeks in the build-up and hype behind this man, and the only doubt I had was like, if he cannot back up the amount of praise and like standing ovation this guy's got, I'm just gonna grill this guy for the rest of his life. But you know what? He backed it up. He won his game. Unfortunately, didn't win his second one. But look, ultimately, Reason got the win, and it was a stand-up performance for me tonight.
Yeah, and Brian, going into that matchup next week, there's definitely, the lineup will be staying. Hurricane looked good, Infectious looked good, yourself looked good, a bit of a consistent form, but you got it? No changes?
Nah, no changes. Same lineup.
And taking on Endpoint. Well, listen, I hope that you have a nice week of practicing. Damascus, thank you so much for everything you've done tonight. Jammers as well. Brian for your win. The boys over there, Sengen and Tyrant. It really has been an epic, epic match tonight. So listen, the penultimate night of the second season lived up to all the expectations. Prophecy and Envy are both into the playoffs. So only 2 more places remain. They will be decided next week on the final night of the regular season. I, for one, cannot wait. We will see you soon. And to everybody in the arena, thank you very much for coming. We'll see you next week.